Hello, everyone. Thanks for joining us. And this is our first video with ALIA Graphic. And we have James Baker with me, and my name is Jurgi. And so we'll be talking a little bit about how ALIA Graphic came about, and a little bit about the kind of things that we're doing now that everyone's kind of on lockdown. And we're stuck at home, so we may as well do things online. And some of the ideas that we had before, we thought that we could now do online and put it out there for everyone. So my name is Jurgi, and I'm the convener for ALIA Graphic. And basically, I work at Kingston Libraries in Victoria. I'm a librarian, and I'm also the comic book guy. So basically, whenever there's anything about comics, everyone says, "Oh yeah, you need to talk to Jurgi." And I guess because of that, I'm also advising their library on the graphic novels collection and things like that. So I always say that every library needs a graphic novels champion, and that's me in my library, and hopefully there's more of you out there. And I know that James is also a champion in this sense, so I'll just put it to him and he can introduce himself.
Yeah, well, thanks, Yogi. I'm the cataloging librarian at the Melbourne Athenaeum, but I also do the acquisitions for the graphic novels because, yeah, as Yogi said, every library needs a graphic novels and comics champion, and at my library, that's me. And I also teach in the library technician course at Vic Uni Polytechnic. So yeah, I've got a bit of background in a few different areas of libraries, but yeah, graphic novels are definitely a passion of mine. So when the group was started, it was definitely something that I want to be involved with. And the group kind of came out of a talk Jurgi did last year, back in July last year at the New Librarian Symposium. He came along and was talking about all the wonders of graphic novels and how they can really help libraries. Yeah, from that, the move was made to start it as an ALIA group with Jurgi at the helm. And yeah, so a few other people jumped on board, and yeah, we're at this point now. And yeah, you can see more about that origin story in the insight that's coming out. Is it next month, I think, the May, or is it April? I can't remember.
I'm actually not sure when it's coming out. That's we don't have a confirmation yet of when it's coming out, and with how things are going nowadays.
Yeah, but the create issue anyway.
Yeah, and I think hopefully it will come out. The magazine will continue, and our origin story should be there. And it's something that we put together pretty quickly, but it's something a little bit different. It's not just an article; it's something else, and hopefully people will really enjoy it. About the New Librarian Symposium in July, that was a great experience. That was the first time that I had submitted a proposal for a talk or a presentation at any conference. And much to my surprise, I got confirmation that they expected me to go there and present. And then there was a little bit of stress. But yeah, I put it together, and yeah, I really wanted to talk about how the benefits of graphic novels for libraries, and also for our community. And so, I talked a lot about the multiple literacy superpowers that graphic novels have, and they're excellent in that sense for students, and they can be really good for early readers or struggling readers because they support their learning with the visuals. But they're also excellent for advanced readers because comics use multiple literacies and they are very complex text to decode. So that was one aspect. And the other aspect is that in terms of libraries, like, we need to provide for the whole community and for different interests and things like that. And I think graphic novels are an incredibly exciting medium, and and one that has often been overlooked. So I really wanted to champion that. And also, I know that at libraries we often look at the stats as well, and the stats are great. Graphic novels are always amongst the most borrowed items at libraries. So that's a huge bonus for us as well. So yeah, did you want to add anything to that, James?
No, I think that pretty much covers it. Yeah, that's
Yeah,
why
I
you want to
think
get involved with the graphic novel stuff. Yeah, there's lots of really good stuff happening here and overseas in regards to this, and it's yeah, well worth looking into.
yeah, and I guess that's true. Overseas, one of the big inspirations for my presentation was the American Graphic Novels and Comics Roundtable, and that's a group that's been around for informally for about 10 years and more formally established for the last, I think they're coming now to 2 years. And that group was a huge inspiration to me. And I thought, well, if they're doing that and they're doing such amazing work out there, we need something like that here in Australia as well. And thankfully, it's all come together. It's taken us a few months since the symposium in July to put the group together and put the submission to ALIA and all that. But from the moment that we put the submission to ALIA, they were very enthusiastic and very, very supportive of this group. And now the other really interesting development that's kind of started this project of putting things online, videos online, and resources and all that, is that the American Graphic Novels Roundtable actually reached out to us about a couple of weeks ago, and they said, "Look, we're starting to put these ideas together now that everyone's stuck at home, and we're calling it LibComixOnline." And
So you can find it using that hashtag, yeah?
Yeah, that's right. So LibComixOnline is the hashtag. They do have a couple of other hashtags as well, but I think the main one is LibComixOnline, and also Creators Assemble, where they're going to have a series of videos with different comic book creators and just have like a casual video chat with them that then they put online on YouTube usually. And of course, we're going to be promoting that as well. And so always follow our Twitter, and that's the best way to see new developments and things that we want to promote.
Yeah.
And our Twitter is,
and those links and stuff will be we'll put it in the description down here.
Yes, our Twitter is ALIA Graphic, so just follow that. That's the best way to follow us. If you're a librarian or a comic book creator, you can also join the ALIA Graphic group on Facebook. And that's more for us to kind of share ideas, ask questions from each other and things like that. And I guess they've started already. The American Graphic Novels Roundtable has started putting some videos online and things like that, and we're following them now. This is our first video. This is just an introduction, but we have a few other things that we're working on. So some things I can announce. I don't have the dates yet, and the dates will be announced soon. Our blog is aliagraphic.blogspot.com, and on our blog we'll be putting that, and of course we'll be putting it on Twitter as well. So I can confirm that we're working on having some chats with some different creators, Australian creators. We're also working on some crossover events with the American Graphic Novels Roundtable. So we'll have some Australian creators with some American creators. And also I will be participating also in a chat with some of the American Graphic Novels Roundtable collections team, I think with the adult collections team. We are also planning some chats with other librarians and with educators as well. So we want to talk about comics at libraries. We want to talk about comics at school and in the classroom. Yeah, so watch this space because there's more to come.
Yeah.
And there are some interesting things that we will be rolling out in the next few weeks. And James will also participate in some of that, hopefully. I know he's been very busy with university, going everything online and things like that.
Yes, the move to digital delivery is putting a strain on teachers generally, I think. But yeah, no, I'm really looking forward to it, and some really great content coming up that yeah, that I'm happy to be a part of.
And I imagine the other challenge is also for all of us to put libraries online, all the library services and all that. I've been working a lot on that for our library, putting a lot of things online and figuring out how to do book club online, how to do film club online, and things like that.
Yeah.
And
we're trying to get some content for web comics, because that's obviously something that can be online. So we're trying to make sure that we've got some of that in there for this group.
Yeah, that's right. And actually, we had a blog post just recently about that. So we've already put some resources and activities on our blog. So if with the students going back to school, but not going to school, students learning at home, we've put some resources and activities on our blog. So if you go to our blog, again, aliagraphic.blogspot.com, there's a tab there with some resources and activities, and some Australian ones and some international ones as well, from different creators and publishers that they've put online. So that can be a really great resource for students. And the other one that is worth mentioning as well is that now that libraries are closed, as we were saying, you can still read a lot of comics online. And so we've put a preliminary list of them. That list may grow, but we've put a list of them together, and they're also on our blog. They were published just Monday. And so we have a series of Australia and New Zealand web comics. If you know of any other, let us know. Our email is auslibcomics@gmail.com. And well, so if there are any others, just send us an email, and we'll get the collections team to look at it. And if they're appropriate, and we'll put them there. And we also put some links together for reading comics for free through digital platforms through your library. And the main three in Australia are Comics Plus, Overdrive, and RB Digital. So we've put that. Again, if we've missed anything, if your library uses any other digital platform for comics, let us know, and we can add to that. We also put other free digital sources like Webtoons. And the Library of Congress, the US Library of Congress, also has an archive of webcomics. So they have a great archive there, and you can access those webcomics too. So we're putting a lot of resources and things online, and we're pretty excited that even though everything's on lockdown, we can put some videos together, resources together for people. Did you want to add anything else, James, or?
No, I think that pretty much covers it. Yeah.
Yeah. Excellent.
Yeah.
Thank you for joining us, everyone. Yeah, this is an introduction. This is the beginning of a really exciting chapter where the youngest group, a special interest group within ALIA. As far as I know, I don't think there's any other, because we were only formed about 2 months ago.
2 months ago, yeah.
It's great that we're already putting quite a few things together and really, really putting ourselves out there.
Mm-hmm.
So thanks for joining me, James, and yeah, there will be more to come.
Yeah.